Ryan Arena, and probably the smallest crowd that's ever watched a New Trier Evanston game here. Basketball action, and the Trevians have won the opening tip here at Welsh-Ryan. And tried to find the baseline left and out of bounds. Possession retained by the Trevians. Inbounded. Thomas back up top. Bannis gave it off to Cook, to Berman, to Thomas. And a rotation to the far side. Cook brings it up top. Well, it's some sad news just to find out about tonight. And that is former Evanston assistant coach Bob Bost died last month. I didn't know. I used to teach at Evanston. I ran into one of the former teachers who told me. Former teacher and girls coach. Up and in for the deuce. And the Wildkits with the lead. I mean, I'm the New Trier videographer, but, you know, you can't live and die the whole thing, you know. Up and no. Offensive foul on Berman. And the inbound. Hand off. The shot, no. The putback, no. Try a third time, and no. And they'll go for the three. Yes, from the outside. Cook to Jordan Thomas. Jordan Thomas gave it to Cook. On the rotation, Thomas in the corner. Back over here near side. Berman tried to back in and then lost the handle and traveled. And it's Wildkits basketball. Inbound. Wildkits near side. Get a slow start for the Trevians. We had a lot of them this year. Up top. Trevians undefeated in the Central Suburban South, but it has been a tough road. Even the big victories have been ugly. A push-off foul. And it is Trevian basketball. Bannis. Berman. Cook. And Cook got fouled. But it was not on the shot. Up top, Stephen Cook. Hands it off to Reed Berman. Bannis to Jordan Thomas. Looking for Aaron Angel, but stolen. Trevians get it back, though. On the behind the back attempt to keep it alive. And a three by Reed Berman. Wildkits with the basketball, nearly stolen. Now it is. And the foul. And Cook inbounds it to Berman. Reed Berman. And he finds a lane. Puts it up. No. Offensive foul, they say. Player control foul on Berman. That's his second. And the Trevian student section doesn't like that call. On the side. Near. And here an Angel denies him. Up top. Gonna go for the three. No. Short. Or long, and whatever it was. In any case, it was last touched by the Trevians. Wildkits with the basketball. Takes the shot from 3-point range and hits it. Jordan Thomas gave it off to Cook. Bannis. Jordan Thomas into the paint. Puts it up. No. Foul. And Jordan will go to the line. Trevians down by 3. And Trevians down by 2. Aaron Rosen checks into the game. And he got them both. I was talking to the athletic director of Evanston, and I don't know if Randy Oberant, the athletic director at New Trier, but I think they're both thinking that after last year's success at the New Trier, traveling music, New Trier basketball, after the success of the New Trier Evanston game at New Trier last year, because we couldn't get the arena, that they might go back to the gyms, seeing how the crowds aren't coming out anymore for the Welsh-Ryan games. Out of bounds. Last touched by the Trevians. Inbounded. Up top. Aaron Angel out guarding out there. Over here to the near side. Put it up short, tried again, and Aaron Rosen comes up with it. Gave it to Samuelson, who gave it to Jordan Thomas. Jordan Thomas crossed the timeline, gave it to Samuelson, gave it to Rosen, gave it to Angel. And from the outside, a shot short by Aaron Rosen. Northwestern University. Gym, the arena. Into the paint. Nope. And picked up by Cook. And he'll take it back outside instead of trying to slash to the basket. Cook to Jordan Thomas. Metro Chicago Sports Network. 26th year of cable broadcast. And short by Ricky Samuelson on the three-point shot. I think high school players, larger floor here, and they're used to taking those moderate length three shots, and even the three shots that are shown on the floor are a little bit wider. That white line is the high school three limit, not the black line. And I think it confuses players a little bit. Going for the three, no. Aaron Angel with the rebound and gave it off to Jordan Thomas. JT. Brings it across the timeline. Gave it off to Aaron Rosen. Give it back to Jordan Thomas. Jordan Thomas. And he got bumped. And substitution. I think we're ready now. The inbound. Cook at the buzzer, no. Trevians down by a point as we go to the second quarter. We'll be back with more on the Metro Chicago Sports Network. There's an epidemic spreading throughout the North Shore, and there is a preventative. Please, let's all join hands and join together and stop this epidemic of teenage drinking and drugs. A message in the public interest from the Metro Chicago Sports Network. And the Evanston Wildkits inbound it. They're up by a point as we start the second quarter here at Welsh-Ryan Arena. The second game will be played at Evanston. And the steal and the lay-in by Stephen Cook. There have been some classic games between these two teams. Over to the side, going for the three. Rims it, no. And the push over the back, and it's Trevians basketball. Cook inbounds it to Jordan Thomas. Jordan Thomas across the timeline. Jordan Thomas gave it off. Cook back out top. Thomas to Rosen to Cook. To the side, and JT goes for the three and drills it. And right through the legs, and Stephen Cook didn't know the pass was coming. Couldn't control it. Jump ball. On the reach in. And a grab of the ball. Jordan Thomas. To Cook, back over to the far side, back to Thomas, and for Rosen. Take that back, Charlie Seuss. Jordan Thomas, up, no, he got fouled though. Trevians now with a 4-point lead, trying to add on to it. No. And the first of the free throws by JT. And Bonus checks back in. And Aaron Angel comes back in for the Trevians. And Jordan puts it home. There's something about these games right before holidays and between the holiday time. You always get to see a lot of the alums. There's David Bragle and a couple of the guys from the last year's team are here tonight. And Matt Lonick is here. He has retired from playing overseas. He's back in town. He's here tonight. Just got back into town 2 days ago, I understand. Banis up, no. And they say offensive foul. Player control foul. If they fall down enough, they're going to, occasionally a ref is going to fall for that. And a little traveling music, Maestro. Yeah, Trevians get the ball back. David Hamas just into the game. Hamas, a sophomore. Give it off to Cook. Over to the far side, to the corner. Drive the baseline and dished it up top. Cook. And Hamas No. Rolls it over the rim. And the Trevians up by 7. And a timeout taken. Here's the Trevian faithful, the inbound. Taken by the Wildkits. Over here to the near side, and the opening. Took the 3. And hit it. Thomas on the rotation. Over here to the near side. Thomas, Panorama, shot no. Cook got the rebound and the putback. Strong arming it in. Whoa. And nearly stolen. And it is stolen. It's stolen right back on some sloppy play. Into the paint, up and in for the deuce. Cook to Thomas. Lots of times a game like this, it's on citywide TV too and everything else, so it's like sometimes you overreach a little bit. David Hamas gets the first. And the second as well. Wildkits with the basketball. Up top. Up top for the 3, and no. Bounce it over the rim. A little short, actually. Again, that's that, I think that college concept. Cook dished it off, and Aaron Angel with a little jumper for the deuce. Into the paint, no. And the foul. And Seuss goes to making Ricky Samuelson to the line. And I think he missed them both. I was looking somewhere else. Trevians with the lead, though. Dished off, going for the 3. Rim, no. And the Trevians with the rebound, and they said he carried it. Wildkits inbound it. They're just, this concept about the television stuff. Like I said, we're bucking a bunch of people here tonight. It's all about, quote unquote, getting noticed. Exposure. That's never been why I've done it. It's not about exposure to colleges or scouts or anything like that, or individual coaches or whatever. There's a foul on the Trevians. I do this because people want to see it. You have fun. That's what it's about. It's about having fun. Up and no. No again, but the foul. Gets the first. And again, some substitutions. And the second is in and out. Stephen Cook gave it off to Jordan Thomas. Jordan Thomas gave it off to Cook into the paint, and Stephen Cook got fouled and goes to the line. Stephen gets the first. Seuss comes in for Aaron Angel. And splash 2 for Stephen Cook. Headed for Princeton in the fall. He'll be an opponent of, and stolen by Cook. One of his opponents will be last year's teammate, Connor Bain. He's at Dartmouth. Up and got the rebound, still couldn't get it to go. And picked up, oh, it looked like he stepped on the line from here, but we're quite a good distance away. Threw the hands out of bounds, Trevians get it back anyway. Jordan Thomas. Jordan, and he lost the handle, but Trevians get it. No. Try again, no. And a jump ball. Alternate possession to Evanston. Wildkits with the basketball. Trevians with the lead. Metro Chicago Sports Network. And all you got to do is type in my name, and you can see a bunch of games on the internet. Over there on YouTube. Up and short, no. But we do YouTube because that way it has a lot to do with the concept of showing the game. Yeah, a nice layup in the nice basket in the traffic there for the Wildcats. And we do YouTube because it's copyrighted and you can't download individual plays and all that other stuff. Over to the far side, Samuelson up top. Cook dished it off. You want to see some of the games, it's just YouTube and Mark Braun. And the shot, no. And picked up by the Wildcats and the foul, but just an alley-oop. And we're at halftime. Just missed wide to the left. Trevians lead by 8, and we'll be back with more on the Metro Chicago Sports Network. We care about all of you, so please don't do drugs and or alcohol. A message in the public interest from the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Trevians up by 8 as we start the second half. And New Trier inbounding it. Reed Berman gave it off inside, intended for Aaron Angel, and that was stolen. And the Wildcats with the basketball. And stolen away, Jordan Thomas. And Jordan puts it up. Across the timeline, 10-point Trevian lead. Wildcats with it to the side, and no. Put back, no. And loose on the floor. Try again. Finally got it home. And it's an 8-point Trevian lead. Reed Berman. Up ahead, Aaron Angel. And Aaron Travel. On the inbound. To the side. Up top. Inside. Turn around and the shot, no block. Out of bounds to the Wildkits. Out top. And across the timeline to get it in. Wildkits, top of the key, lost the handle a little bit. Tried to go in, no, got fouled. Missed the first. The Trevians have been a second half team. We'll see if that holds true here tonight. And we got the second. Cook inbounds it to Berman. Berman. Aaron Angel came out trying to set a pick, I think. To Cook, and Cook puts it off on the scoop. Or if you prefer the underhand layup. On the side, back up out high. Over here to the near side. Tried to turn and then lost the handle out of bounds. New Trier basketball. Cook to Berman. Reed Berman. Dished it off. Near side. Thomas cross court. And to the basket. And Reed Berman on the slash. And the layup. And the reach in, the foul on Aaron Angel. Wildkits inbounded up top on the side. And tried to pass it and gave it right to the Trevians. And the finish off by Stephen Cook. And the timeout taken. Trevians up by a bunch now, 32-19. They're having trouble, nearly stolen. Now the Wildkits up. No. Blocking foul. This time they didn't call the player control. Missed the first. Made the second. Seuss gets into the game and inbounded it to Berman. Seuss back to Berman. Berman on a slash and the underhand layup. Wildkits with the basketball. This is the New Trier home game. So unfortunately, they have the Evanston pep band here tonight. Went for the layup and missed. Cook with the rebound, gave it to Thomas. And I say unfortunately because the Evanston kids have a tendency to be inappropriate. Trevians up by 14. Trevians up by 15. 1 of 2 on the free throws by Bannis. fight song. They yell and scream something inappropriate. They've been doing it for years. And the player control foul call. Jordan Thomas. Cook. Annis to Jordan Thomas. And Jordan, nope. Back out top. Little stop. No. Down on the ground, foul, and Jordan Thomas goes to the line. Thomas gets in there tight in the paint. He's got a lot of those tall trees around him. Can't get the shot, but can draw the foul. That's at times. Aaron Rosen checks in. There's those Charlie Seuss. Splash two. Wildcats with the basketball. Up top. Try to drive the lane, no. Got fouled though. In the corner. Thomas out there to defend. Prevent the three shot. Into the paint. And pops free. They get it back again and all kinds of trouble. Into the paint. To the side. Up, no. Try again, no. Third time, no. Down on the floor. Trevians have it. Berman, backdoor, and the layup. And Charlie Seuss finishes that one off. To the paint, top. And fall. Minute 42 left to play in the third quarter. Trevians leading big time now over the Evanston Wildkits, who have been in, this year's been something of a rebuilding year for them. Shot was short, taken down by the Trevians. And Ricky Samuelson gets hammered, goes to the line. Samuelson gets the first. Both these teams have had a modicum of success. Evanston's finished third, fourth a couple of times. Been a long time now since they've played in the state game. Same thing for the Trevians. They won state in '68. New Trier finished second in state in '72. Or was it '73? It was one of the two, but a while back. They did finish fourth in state twice in recent years, 1996 and 2002. They have not been down state since 2002. Evanston's been down state twice since then. Up and no. Of course, there's something about this game, even when you have a great team and playing a team that's in a rebuilding phase, so to speak. Anything can happen. Example on that was that 99 game, that first 99-2000 game. 3 All-Staters. And Evanston ended up winning that game. Trevians up by 21. And will remain up by 21. Picked up by Berman. Butcher had 3 players play Division I on that team, and they just couldn't win that game. Of course, they were playing in Evanston in the pit there. Beardsley Gym, which has a little bit of NCAA history to it. The Beardsley Gym was where they played the very first NCAA Final Four. 43-20 in favor of the Trevians at the end of the third quarter over the Evanston Wildkits. We'll be back with more. Granting permission for teenage drinking is child endangerment. Whether it be a teenage party in your house, even if it's your own child at home, it's still child endangerment. Please protect your child. A message in the public interest from the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Wildkits have inbounded it to start the fourth quarter. Trevians up by a ton here. Kick back out, go for the deuce. No. And Trevians pick it up. Then it was stolen and a block by Cook. Alley-ooped it. And it was misjudged. I think it was intended for Aaron Angel on that far side on the alley-oop for the slam-a-jam. Evanston Wildkits with the basketball. Kind of surprising, Evanston now. Everyone thinks about that building in the fall. Everyone's thinking about that building and the size of the school. It's got to be a big school, right? Well, it's under 3,000 now at Evanston. New Trier still well populated. They're at 42-25 this year. And a three. With a three by Stash Bonis. Trying to go back the other way, and Cook with the rebound. Gave it off to Berman. And the putback is good. By Aaron Angel. And Trevians were up by 21 coming into this, or 23 coming into this. Jump ball, alternate possession to the Trevians. We're adding on to it. Hamas gave it off. Up and in by Aaron Rosen. Make it Samuelson. He finished it off. In the corner. Up top. And kicked out. I think by accident almost. Up top. And the Wildcats try to reset. Kick back out high. And lost the handle. Trevians touched it though. 5:36 left to play here in the fourth quarter. Tried the baseline. Put it up and in. And that gets a derisive cheer from New Trier because it's been a while since Evanston scored. Seuss kicked it out. Samuelson. And Lasik lost the handle. Down on the floor and picked up by the Wildcats. Into the paint. Little deucer. No. And Rosen came up with it. Hamas to Lasik. Back out. Over to the side. Spinorama. Nope. Got it a little heavy after he made the spin. Knocked away, and it's Trevians basketball again. Back up ahead. Again, the Spinorama and the fall. And Seuss goes to the line. No. On the first, Charlie Seuss. And Adam King checks in for the Trevians. Gets the second. Mark Snyder also checks in for the Trevs. Evanston with the basketball. They are called Evanston's nickname Wildkits because of Evanston being the home of Northwestern, and they are the Wildcats. So the Evanston High School is the Wild Kittens. And because of the choice of the nickname, the Illinois people in Evanston, up and no on the skyhook, Snyder, and a jump ball, Evanston ball. And the Illinois people in Evanston were upset of the Wild Kits as the nickname, hence the school colors, blue and orange. Nope. They call double dribble, or was that traveling? It's one of the two. Hamas, the sophomore, and he gets fouled. And David Hamas goes to the line. And New Trier, the nickname the Trevians, they got that because that was originally the school's nickname long ago. They were the Trevians, then the Terriers, then the Green Machine, then the Green Wave, then the Green Machine, and then the Indians in 1946. And when they opened up the second school, it was the Cowboys and Indians. We got a foul. And they were the Cowboys and the Indians. And when they put the two schools back together again, they asked the students what they wanted the nickname to be, recognizing they could not go back to the Indians. And that's when they chose the Trevians again, which would be, 1981, 82 is when they put the two high schools back together. Now the freshman campus is the old West campus, which was the Cowboys. And the East campus, the sophomores, juniors, and seniors, the old Indians. Blue and gray and green and gray were the two school colors. Trevians up by a bunch. And things a little sloppy as the making all kinds of substitutions here. And Trevians giving everybody an opportunity to play here on the Evanston floor. New Trier will inbound. Lasik inbounds it. Dished off. Welsh-Ryan just into the game. Lasik. Kick back out top. Welsh-Ryan. Adam King. And Welsh-Ryan scoops it home. Underneath and lost the handle, and it is Trevian basketball. Matt McCaffrey, give it back to Lasik. Back to McCaffrey. Up top and missed the pass. Backcourt violation, and it's the Wildkits basketball. Loose on the floor, picked up by the Trevians. Going for the three, no. Is that Hurley? Might have been. Up top. And from the corner for the three. No. Up and in on the deuce. Too little, too late. As far as the Wildkits are concerned. Over here on the near side, McCaffrey. And drive to the lane. Nope, foul. Adam King on the line. Misses the first. Was going to say gets two layups, but missed the first. Missed the second. Both at about the same spot on the rim. And deflected out of bounds. Wildcats will still have possession. Under a minute to go in the fourth quarter. Inbounded. Back to the near side. Kick back out top. Into the paint. Back out, and for the jumper, no. The put back, good. Lasik to McCaffrey, and he got fouled. And Matt McCaffrey goes to the line. Matt gets the first. And Matt gets the second. Evanston with the basketball. Tried to go inside, stolen. And stolen right back. Into the paint. And stolen. And Trevians just hold it out. And that's going to do it. And the new Trier Trevians are victorious. Win by about 20. Join us for our next sports action on the network. As usual, the new Trier student contingent celebrate. Trevians win by 22. And even the team gets in there this time. There have been times when that crowd onto the floor has been so large that it's gotten a little rowdy and dangerous. But in any case, that'll do it for us for this one. Hope that you enjoyed the broadcast as the Trevians victorious by 22. And for all of us, we say as always, so long, everybody.